And so I go to Japan, and it's like about this, I don't know, the first weekend of the tour, and I come back to the hotel, and there's a message for me. It says, call Bruce Pritchard ASAP. And so I called Bruce, and I said, what's up, man? And he said, well, two things have happened since you left. He says, number one, he said, when you go back to Mid-South, Bill Watts is no longer your boss. Jim Crockett is, because Bill just sold Mid-South to Jimmy Crockett. And he said, the other thing is, don't you dare sign a contract with Jim Crockett until you have an opportunity to speak with Vince McMahon, because he's extremely interested in you. And of course, the rest of is history.
Fans would like to know about the making of the $1 Million Man vignettes that are so well remembered.
Well, I tell everybody, I said, if Vince McMahon could be a character in his own show, he'd have been the $1 Million Man. This idea was a Vince McMahon original. It was Vince's personal idea. And I remember when I went in and had that conversation with him, he said, Ted, he said, in wrestling, there's the good guys and the bad guys, but there's different kind of heels. There's, excuse the expression, but there's what we call the chicken shit heel. The guy who can actually wrestle, but he doesn't need to cheat, but he cheats anyway. And then when he gets confronted, he starts begging off. And he said that's probably the best type of heel there is, because people never get tired of seeing that guy get his butt kicked. And I agreed with him. I said, and that's the heel. Then there's always the tough guy heel, and that's just a harder way to go. And so I fit into that mold. I mean, in this character. So but he told me, he says, we are going to do everything we can to make the public believe that you're really this guy. He says, you're going to fly in first class. You're going to have limousine service wherever you go. And he said, and you're going to be making better money than you've ever made. And I expect you to stay at the finest hotels. No more Holiday Inn and Red Roof Inn. He said, the Hilton, the Marriott, and Hyatt. And I said, well, it's a tough job, but I think I can do it. And pretty much that's how it was presented to me. And then we went out again with Bruce Pritchard was on site with me when I did all those. He was the producer of all those vignettes that Vince wanted. Me kicking the kids out of a swimming pool and kicking the honeymoon, taking the honeymoon suite away from a honeymoon couple. And I don't know, probably the one thing that we did that was on live television that I hear more about than anything I did was, they said, did you really kick the ball away from that little kid dribbling the basketball? And I said, yes, I really kicked the ball away. But what you don't know is he really got the money. So it was a work.